What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. Wow, and today I'm going to talk about today's SEC showdown as you had the number one ranked Alabama Crimson Tide hanging on to beat the number 11 ranked Florida Gators 31 to 29. Excuse me, in the swamp in Gainesville. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy, yo. Also, if you're if you're a Madden 22 player on Xbox One, I'm gonna have my gamer tag down in the description box also. I got a smoke detector that's way up there that it's gonna be a while before I could get it, actually get to it. So y'all gonna hear a beeping noise. I just want to apologize for that before I get into this video. For all my Alabama fans, I want to let y'all know something sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I don't like y'all. I can't stand y'all. And I kind of wanted y'all to lose this game today. But look, all honestly, great game. I'm coming away very impressed with both teams. Alabama, I know people gonna look at them and say, "Oh, they." Now I'm gonna say this about Alabama: they miss Najee Harris, Brian Robinson, I think McCullen. It was they had moments when they looked decent, but they definitely miss Najee Harris. They don't have that one guy that can consistently pound the rock all game long. Though, to Alabama's credit, at the end of the game, when they had to run the football to put the game away, they were able to do it by running the football. So you got to give them credit for that. But they today I was like, I seen a little tiny chink in the armor. They don't have a dominant running back like they've had over the last few years. At least one of these guys haven't gotten to that point yet where I look at him and be like, okay, this is another Najee Harris or a Josh Jacobs or a Scarborough or a Henry Ingram, Richardson. Yeah, I mean the list goes on and on. I don't think they have that guy quite yet. They may turn into being that player as the season progresses, but they're not there yet. But look, I'm impressed with both teams today, and honestly, the way my Tigers struggling right now, it don't look like we're gonna beat either one of these teams if we keep playing the way that we look right now. For Alabama, Bryce Young was impressive. Now he wasn't flawless today. He threw a pick that Florida I think is going to kick themselves over, where they ran a perfect zone blitz and dropped the D end in the coverage, and he threw it right to the defensive end, and he just didn't intercept it. But besides that, the opportunities that he had out there to make plays and throw the football, I thought Bryce Young played really well. They got obviously, they lost Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle and them, but they got some good receivers. Mechie is a good receiver. That guy Williams, I think he's a transfer from Ohio State, #1. He looks like a pretty good receiver. I seen JoJo Earl, who was supposed to be coming to LSU, flipped and went to Alabama. I seen him even get out there and make a catch. Number 18 for Bama dropped a gimme touchdown, which could have been a difference in the game. Like, that's a touchdown you definitely have to have, and he didn't get it. But they went on the road in a tough environment with a young football team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, where you deal with all the crowd noise and everything. And I thought for the most part they handled themselves well. So you got to give them a lot of credit for that. Bryce Young is a star. He's a future first round pick. They seem to always have a good offensive line, if not great. And the only thing, I don't think that running back emerged as a star yet, but we'll see as the season progresses. Maybe they'll, get more comfortable or whatnot. And defensively, though, they got ran on. Florida played a physical brand of football today that really, kept them in the football game. They ran the ball very, very effectively. But to Bama's credit once again, The one time that they needed to come up and make a stop against the run, when Florida went for that 2 point conversion, they stepped in and they crowded the box, and Florida wasn't able to get the ball in to tie the game up. But nevertheless, when you're on the road in the SEC against a good football team that has a really good coach and you get a win, you take it however you get. I don't care if you Bama or whoever. Like you're satisfied when you get those type of wins. And for Florida showed that they're better than a lot of people, including myself, thought they were. I don't think that they should drop much in the rankings. Like, look, let's be honest. It's really, besides Bama, who even they showed a little bit of a chink in the armor today. I don't look at one college football team right now and be like, okay, they just flawless. Like they're dominant. All of these teams have some flaws. It's all about who's going to clear up their flaws more and more as the season progresses. But Florida, though, it's a moral victory, but in a lot of sense, they should feel good because, I mean, you're playing in the SEC East. Their biggest game is Georgia. I tell you what, that Florida Georgia game to me just got a little more juice. Everybody who was just handing Georgia the East, like, we're going to have to slow it down a little bit. Florida could play, and they didn't have the dynamic other quarterback out there. I think it's number 15. I think it's Richardson, I want to say. He didn't play at all. So, Emory Jones went out there and he played well. He made some throws. He ran the ball. They just came up short. Missed extra point. You can't have that. You cannot have. And he threw one pick early that led to a touchdown. They got behind 21-3, but once they settled into the game, they made a run. They just didn't get it done on the 2 point try. And if they make their extra points, they wouldn't even have to attempt a 2 point conversion. So, but for Florida, I feel like they look good. Defensively, they missed tackles early on. They had opportunities to stop playmakers from Alabama early in space, and whether they slipped down or whatever the case may be, they didn't make the plays that they were supposed to make. And they did good, man. And they couldn't get off the field on third down. They had plays where they made a stop, but then they had like a pass interference or something like that. A couple of them might have been a little questionable, but for the most part, they got to keep their hands to themselves. But nevertheless, man, look, Florida looked good today in losing effort. They still got a great chance to get everything. Oh wow! And SMU just won on a Hail Mary. They got a chance to get everything that they want to accomplish this season, even with this loss. That Georgia Florida game is once again going to be a huge game. It's going to be a big time matchup. Going to decide the SEC East. And for Bama, obviously they keep rolling. Yo, I hate to say it, but they well coached. They got talent and they well coached. They get the ball to their athletes in space. They never put offensively. They never put their quarterback in a compromising situation where he has to do more than what you want your quarterback to really do on the field. They give him easy throws. The offensive lines are always good. like I said, they just yet don't have a dominant running game yet. But never, and defensively they got gashed a little bit today. But it's 2021 football. You got to expect that when you're going up against offensive minded coaches that know how to scheme people open, and you're going up against athletes, you're going to give up points. I don't care who you are. When you got that going on, you're going to give up points. So for Bama, like I said, they did what they had to do. It was a lot tougher than I'm sure them and the fan base thought it would be, but they got it done. And for Florida, moral victories. I know how people feel about that, but in the SEC this year, you got to take that and run with it and just build momentum. And as an LSU fan, both these teams look tough, man. But with that being said, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm going to have LSU and NCAA content throughout the year. I'm moving my Q&As back again. We back to Monday nights in prime time. Y'all come check me out Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 4 Pacific. I'm going to do a 1 hour long Q&A. Y'all come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live. Y'all should join me. It'll be some good stuff. Also, tomorrow and every Sunday from 10 a.m. Central to 12 noon Central. I co-host a radio show called Big Time Sports Talk with Mike the Bandit. Y'all download the ESPN 1420 app and come check out the show, yo. It's some good stuff. Until then, y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.